All right, 2.06 triangle congruence review. So we're talking about congruence, which means equal or same. Okay. We haven't talking about similarity in this unit. Similarity is when something is the same proportions, but just a different size, either bigger or smaller, or reduced or enlarged. So this is reviewing from what you should have hopefully learned last year, talking about congruence. So if we have side, side, side of a triangle, like down here, G, H, F, if we have three sides of one triangle are congruent or equal to three sides of another triangle, then the two triangles are congruent based off of the side, side, side postulate. Okay, and you can see here we have GH is one line with a PQ, and then HF has two lines through it, QR has two lines through it, so those are equal, and finally GF has three, and PR has three. So we have three sides that are congruent to the other triangle, therefore because it's side, 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 these triangles are congruent, or same size. Another way we can tell that is if we have only two sides and an angle in the middle, which means between those two sides. So looking at ABC down here, we can see this angle here is congruent to that angle, side is congruent to that side, as well as this side is congruent to that side. We also have one angle that's in between those two sides. That word is called, or we'll use the word included. So angle C is included, and angle D is included. It's between those sides. So because it's side, angle, side, or SAS, we have two congruent triangles. There's two other ways to do it, and both these have two angles. Oops. And one side. Okay? Now, you notice the first one's angle, angle, side. So that means that the side is not included, which means it's not in between those two angles. Or we have the other one where the side is actually in between. So it's either angle, angle, side, or angle, side, angle. CPCTC, that is corresponding parts of congruent triangles. Are congruent. What that's saying is that once you have proved that two triangles are in fact the same, every other part of those two triangles is also the same. So other sides or other angles. Let's look at Model A to talk about how to do this one. So it's first asking, is there enough information to prove that the two triangles are congruent? If so, write the congruence statement and the name of the theorem. If not, write not possible and tell what other information you would need. So looking at these two triangles, I have ANG and RWT. Okay, A to N, RW. Those are equal or congruent sides. Then NG, WT, also equal or congruent. And finally, we have an angle. Angle N and angle W are congruent or equal. Is there a theorem that has one side, then an angle, then another side? So SAS. If you don't remember, go back up and look, and it's right here. It's the side, angle, side postulate. So these two triangles are in fact similar because of the side, angle, side. So yes, side, angle, side postulate. And now we got to write the congruence statement. So it's going to be triangle something is congruent to triangle something. Now be careful here. You got to make sure you write it in the right order. So I always like to look at the sides that I have. So for example, A to N has my one line. So A to N goes into the angle. That'd be the same as RW. See that how it's the same? So AN is the same as RW. And then finally from N we go out to G, which is along the 2. And W goes out to T, which is along the 2. So ANG is congruent to RWT. Now let's look at these ones over here. So we have angle P, angle U, angle V, all congruent. Angle R, angle T, angle W, all congruent. Then we have PR is congruent to ST, which is congruent to VW. So right now it looks like we have a lot of similar things. One thing matters a lot here, though, is that our side here is included between the two angles. Over here, our side is not included. It's on the outside. And over here, we do have another side that's included, okay? So, this one does not belong. I'm going to do the one angle to the two, so PRQ. Congruent to, I went 1 to 2, so VWX. And that is because of angle, side, angle.